Hey everybody, it's Juan Gabriel. I want to talk a little bit about what we're doing. I told everybody that left their email below that I would record a video or that I would show them exactly what we're doing to generate hundreds of leads a month. But before I get started, let's talk a little bit about digital marketing and Facebook, social media marketing. Uh, Social media marketing is pretty much marketing online through different channels, and Facebook is one of the more popular ones right now. And what we've discovered is that a lot of agents, a lot of real estate agents, they do not have a Facebook marketing strategy. There's very few that know exactly how to do it. And the ones that have tried it or that have hired companies, they haven't gotten really good results because they don't know exactly how to do it, or it's super expensive. And I'll talk about why it's super expensive. I know that within the comments there, when I made the post, I talked about Zillow. They're getting into this because um, they're seeing a tremendous growth in the potential, and they're seeing a lot of companies taking notice that Facebook is a tremendous and huge platform to mine and to generate buyer and seller leads for real estate and pretty much for any type of business you're in, right? So so Zillow, they decided to get into this lead generating business. So they're going to be launching something soon, but we've been hearing, and we don't know the exact numbers, but you could imagine the cost. I mean, Zillow leads I mean, the cost is very high, and it's geared for people that are, with budgets of 10,000, 20,000, 40,000. I just spoke with somebody up in San Francisco a few weeks back, and they spent about 40,000 on digital marketing, and they have Zillow as one of their lead providers. Um, I also told you guys that Curator, they're a lead generating company that helps real estate agents. They also just launched their marketer program. You have to pay $12.75 for their regular program. Then you have to pay $12.75 for their new marketer program. It's a 6-month contract, and what they do is they run 4 ads for you, one per week, and it's pretty much if you do the math, I mean it's over 300, almost 400 per ad, just for running it for you. Which, by the way, if you have the ad copy, it only takes a few minutes to copy and paste it. So just an FYI there. But back to our system, what we've developed is an all-in-one system, because what we've noticed that a lot of these companies and coaches do, they recommend that you get a lead page provider. It could be Lead Pages, ClickFunnels, InstaPage. There's a lot of different ones, right? And they also recommend that you get a CRM. They recommend that you have MailChimp or something else for your notifications. And they also recommend that you possibly get an ad manager. And obviously, you're going to need an ad budget when you're running these types of Facebook ads and campaigns to generate real estate leads. So what we've we've also noticed is that it gets really expensive just to get the different systems. And on top of that, you have to pay for coaching, or you have to pay one of these companies. And like I said, it's very expensive. And you're still going to need to spend money on the coaching and time. So what we've done is we've created an all-in-one system, and it's very, 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 very effective in terms of what it does. It allows you to create landing pages, any type of landing page. As I mentioned, seller page, they're 100% customizable, so you could create any type of lead page, landing page, squeeze page. They're all pretty much the same thing. And I'll just give you a quick walkthrough. So training here, this is assets. This is where you would upload like your custom backgrounds, documents, the videos. This is where you would this is leads. I can't show you this now because I do have some actual leads there, or the landing pages, because I do have some live landing pages that you would see. But let me show you the status. This here, you would add statuses that you could attribute to the leads as they're coming in. So let's say I'm just going to say this one, hot lead, and I'll just set up a new status, which I could attach, like I said, to the process. We have a really robust autoresponder system. It's pretty much like drip and email campaigns for SMS and email. So you would set up, let me just go to this one here, and then you would select the type, email, SMS, and then you select when it goes out and when, and you can select them in steps. And like I said, it's very robust, and that's something we have training. So let me get back to the dashboard here. And what we've done is we've also laid out here on the calendar. These are clickable. So as you can see, on this day, one buyer lead, one seller, a FISBO. Um, so this is my test account, but let me show you guys somebody that just actually got started with this just a few weeks back, and they're already generating leads, and they have two different accounts. Let me go here. So they have two different accounts. But they just got started, so 4 leads here. This one was a really good day, 15 leads, 7 leads on Saturday, 11, 7. It dropped off a little bit here because I think the campaigns were shut off too for most of the day here, I believe. Let's see, 4, 5. Today is the 28th. There's 2 leads, but I know that on the other account where this is one county. There's another county that this particular client is using, and that one's been generating a lot of leads as well. So let me get back to this account. And I just wanted to show you guys really quick what we're doing. I mean, so this is the system, right? This is our system that we use. We built it. Like I said, it's an all-in-one. And what I like about it is that you have all the information. Once a lead comes in, you get an email and a text notification with all the information. You'll know what city the lead came from, the landing page that it came from, and all the information. And we have a couple things that nobody else has. Well, I haven't seen it. We have field validation and field exclusion. You could actually just ask for the name and the email, or the name and the number without the email. So you could do whatever you want. And we also have something called phone and email validation, which if they enter a wrong or a phony one, it's not going to let them get through. And you can turn and that on and off, and even the field validation, you could require that they leave their first name, I'm sorry, their full name, an email, and the number, or you could shut those off and just require an email, so that you list build more than anything. So the requirements will be different for different people, different teams, brokerages, but the options are all there. Now let me talk a little bit about Facebook ads, which is basically what you're gonna have to use, and what's gonna go hand in hand with our system. So Facebook has been going through a lot of changes, and they're still updating their system. They're doing a lot of stuff. The last couple months, we've seen a couple of new items here. So this would be the backend. This is where you create your actual campaign. So here, awareness, consideration, conversion. I'll just go to this one here, and you name it here. So websites, click. Sample. I'll go continue. Now this is super important that you know exactly how to target and what parameters to set, because if you don't know which one to use, and we'll get into that later at another time. But if you don't know how to target, then you're going to be spending money. The leads are going to be too expensive. You're not going to get any results. So here you could create a new audience, or use a saved audience, or a custom audience. But Facebook is so robust here. Like for example, let's say that I'm going to use Ventura, California. So let's say that this is my target city. I want to target this city. You can do by radius. I'll just do the current city right now, and it tells me like the daily reach, right? Like how many people I could reach. For a particular budget, I could increase it, but typically for buyer seller leads, you want to go up to age 27, and you can leave it at 65 because sometimes you'll get the grandparents that know that the grandsons or want to do something. So if you want to target, you can target by gender, language. There's so much targeting. Homeowners likely to move. So as you can see, let's just keep it at that. And your budget, your daily recommended for each city, that what we're doing is we're doing $10 a day. So as you can see, I'm going to change this, and this over here is going to drop. So let's say $10. So my reach just dropped, but you can increase it, you can lower, you can even do $5 a day and still get leads, because you can see the way that this works. This is a reach. This is how many people will see it, and then obviously your links and your clicks and the clicks to your landing pages will be well, I'll show you in a bit, and then you can set the date. And then it'll just increase or decrease depending on how you set this. And then all this stuff is more advanced. We can get into this later, but the basics are this. You target by city, you target by age group, you leave it at all, and you can get more specific here, and you do $10 a day. Now let me show you some of the results from this type of targeting. So here's an ad that we've been running for the past, I would say about 8 weeks. And the reach has been 52,000. This is $10 a day. But look at here, look at all the likes. Look at all the comments. A lot of these comments, they're actually asking for additional information. Look at the shares and look at the link clicks. So what we've noticed is 2 sets of data. One, all the data that's being left on Facebook, all the comments, a lot of private messages, a lot of calls, and we're also getting all the leads. So let me show you the bottom of the system. So this is a lead. This one came in on the 22nd. So with one city, we've gone in let's say in about 8 weeks, we've gone 488 leads, and we've gotten about 8 people that are being pre-approved. Homes are being shown. So it works, and there's no rocket science to it. You just need the right system. We have the system, and all in one. We have the targeting and the ad copy that we're going to be sharing with you guys. So if you want more information, this is a service that we're going to be providing. We're still doing some updates to the system, but it's working 100% now. Leave your information, send me a private message, friend me, leave a comment. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you guys have. And just remember, you don't need a lot of money. Very little money. You can have a campaign running with $5. You can have it running from maybe Thursday to Sunday, or just maybe over the weekend. But this is what it is. And really important, I know you guys probably want to know, what are you telling them? That's super important, the calls to actions. We're going to be talking about that also. It's just sharing some information on a particular home or on a particular list of properties with, every city, every neighborhood's different. So that'll be important. But I can tell you this, that if you use our system and you run campaigns, you're going to get leads. There's no question about it. We've tested this throughout the nation with many different agents, and they're all getting leads. Now, conversions and closings, that's going to really depend on you, your systems, your follow-up, and your nurturing. Okay? Any questions, leave me a message. I'd be happy to answer any questions. You guys have a fantastic day.